Hallelujah. I'm so glad to see you. I came all the way from Georgia to pour into you today. It is such an honor to be in this space with all of this brilliance and this beauty and this passion and this purpose. I have to start with gratitude. I have to start with gratitude because it's right. So thank you so much for joining me for this conversation. And it's going to be just that. It's going to be a conversation. You don't need another person to lecture you. You already know the weight you carry. You already know what you walked in here with today. Not just at work, but what do you go home to? What are you responsible for? What are the weights on your shoulders? Who's dependent on you? Who's ringing your phone? Who's calling your name? I'm an educator, but in this season of my life, I have the honor of pouring into folks I call purposeful professionals. You do what you do, not for the pat on the back. It's nice if it comes. But you do what you do out of a heart full of love, and people know they can depend on you. They know you're going to be there. You're going to show up, but they don't know what it costs to be you. So in this space right here, I want you to know you don't owe nobody nothing. Somebody say nothing. You don't owe nobody nothing. I want you to practice receiving. Because what I found is those of us who are good at serving, we're not often good at receiving. So this is for you. Look at your sister and say, open your heart. Look at your neighbor, your brother, that person, open your heart. We're going to get started. You all come on in, welcome. Come on in, but we're going to jump in because I want to be a good steward of your time. First of all, if you are a note taker, I took notes for you. You're welcome. Okay, you don't have to write a thing. I got you. I am going to give you not just my slides, but I'm going to give you a full workbook. All right? When we leave this room, you got to take this hard work with you. If this experience stays in this space, I didn't do my job. So I got you. I got you. Don't you worry. I got you. I want you to know that what we're talking about today is not just my research. Hey, y'all, I see y'all in the back. Hey, friends. It's not just what I've read, but it's what I've lived. So if it's okay with you all, I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to tell you a little bit about my experience. And then we're going to jump into these strategies. August 2019. I'll never forget driving to work that morning. I could barely see because of the tears in my eyes. I had just been promoted to executive vice president. I had the degrees, I had the job, I had the salary, I had the family, and I'm driving to work, boo-hoo crying. I pulled into this fancy parking space that they give you when you become vice president, and that day, that's the last place I wanted to be. Because I didn't want anybody to see me in the condition I was in. I remember giving myself a pep talk. Pull it together, girl. You got this. You do hard things all the time. This is for the students. It's not even for you. You show up for other people. Come on, get it together. When I felt like I could walk, I cleaned off my face, reapplied my makeup, put that professional mask on snugly, got out of my car, and I walked into the student center as I always did. Good morning. How are you? You didn't come see me yesterday. I was looking for you. It was all I could do to get behind the door of that office, and I crumbled. I remember holding on to the edge of my wooden desk because I didn't feel like I could hold my own weight up anymore. What I really wanted to do was crawl under that desk and lie there in the fetal position. But then shame showed up and said, what they gonna think? What are they gonna say if they walk in here and find you curled up under the desk? So I pick up the phone. I call my husband, Edward. And I tried to explain to him what was going on, and I'm sure I wasn't making a whole lot of sense because at some point he just interrupted me. He's like, wait, hold on. He's like, just go home. He said, I'll finish some things here at work, and I'll come check on you later. Just go home. Well, friend, when did I say it was? It was August. In education. August is not go home time. August is not go take care of yourself. Feel better, girl. August is our go time. Everything was happening. I had moving happening. Cars wrapped around the highways. Those parents were bringing to me, in my mind, they were bringing them to me, what is most precious to them in the whole wide world. I had a lobby full of students. I don't like my roommate. My mama won't let me stay. Financial aid, what's that? Everything was happening, and I was falling apart. In that moment, I felt like, gosh, I've taught everybody in my life that I can be all things to all people, and they believe me, and I had nothing left. So I began to explain to him why I couldn't go home. I was going down the calendar. Well, I got to do this at 10 a.m. and then I got to go to lunch with this one. And if I don't show up, nobody's going to do that. And I got to take care of this. And when I'm done with work, I got to take care of you. What you going to eat tonight, brother? Like, what we doing? At some point, I remember repeating, I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. He interrupted me again. He said, I will be at home in 10 minutes. If you're not there, I'm coming to get you. And he hung up. He has a way of just saying whatever he wants to say and just leaving it right there on the table. Something clicked in me when he hung up. I typed the letter. I went to where my university president was in a meeting. And when that meeting ended and the door opened, I handed them that letter, and all I could say was, I'm so sorry. And I'll never forget all of the worry and the concern and the questions on their face, and all I could say was, I am so sorry. And I left, and I did not go back. I need you to know that I disappointed a lot of people. There were students who trusted me. My office was their safe space. That's where they knew they were loved and seen and cared for. But I just didn't come back. There were 26 departments under me. All of those people were working their hearts out. And I didn't come back, and they didn't get an explanation because I didn't know what to say. There were people who served as references for me. Just 10 months earlier, I was in that position for 10 months. And I left that job without proper notice. I put my family in a financial position that we are still recovering from. So as I share, I didn't come to applaud the way I left. But I need you to know that what happened to me on that August day wasn't just one day. For 20 years, my entire body had been trying to get my attention. Headaches, backaches, high blood pressure, weight gain, not eating, not sleeping, not wanting to wake up. My whole body was trying to say, hey, we are not okay. We cannot keep up this pace. We cannot live and work like this. But because I was taught to be dedicated, I was taught to show up. I was taught to be there, take care of everybody. I just kept going. I kept pushing. And that August day, my nervous system said, you know what? I've been trying to talk to you. I've been trying to get your attention. And you have not listened. So guess what? You get to have a seat. because now it's about survival. I was at home for 5 months. No job, no income. It was the first time I stopped in my life. It was when I realized I didn't even know how to stop. I didn't know what to do with myself. I remember telling Edward, I don't know what it feels like to lose your mind, but I think it might be happening to me. And I don't know what to do. I was at home. I went from 3 cell phones that constantly rang to 1 that nobody was calling. I went from a full calendar from the time I opened my eyes every day to the time I went to bed to nobody expecting me to show up anywhere. And nobody visited because they didn't know what was going on. I was at home looking at the dog and she was looking at me. I'm like, girl, I don't know. I don't know. I guess we're going to figure it out. Can I tell you what I learned? In those 5 months, I learned if you live with your empathy meter on high all the time, if you are constantly focused on the needs of others, if you're constantly externally focused, looking at what people need, what the community needs, what your church needs, what mama them needs, if people are constantly calling on you and depending on you and all your focus is outside of you, you need strategy for that. Don't tell on your friend, just look straight at me. They won't know it's you. Just keep looking at me. Everyone will be grateful. They'll love it when you show up. When you're in the meeting, everybody's happy because they know you're going to take the assignment. When you take over the project, everybody's good because they know they don't have to do anything. When the need comes up in the family, everybody's calling your phone because they know you're the one. That you're the one, friend. You're the one that's going to take care of it. But they don't know what that's costing you. They don't know the impact on your body, your mind, your heart, not just the heart that beats, but the heart that feels, and your most critical relationships. They don't know what it's doing to you. So that's why I'm glad you're here today, because I know, and I see you. And I'm not here to give you some spiel about time management and resilience and all that. That's cute. But we have tried all of that. How many of you got more than one calendar? Anybody? You got more than one calendar. You've done all the things that they told you to do, and yet your soul is tired. So we need to have a different conversation. Can we talk? Yes. Oh, this will go much better if y'all talk back. Can we talk? Yes. Yeah, we need to have a conversation. Let me give you some data so that you know it's not just my story, but also we know it's in this room. This is from the Gallup Workforce Panel Study of February 2022. Think about the date. February 2022. Over 12,000 respondents to this research. 76% of those people said, I sometimes feel burnt out at work. Of those who identified themselves as women, 34% say, I very often or always feel burnt out. Compared to 26% who identified themselves as men that said, I very often or always feel burnt out. And this question was about at work. But I know some people who go to work for the break. So if it's okay with you, I think we need to have a whole conversation because you are a whole person. You are not just your job. So how are you? I hear you. I hear you. Burnt out, tired. How are you? Sick and tired. Overwhelmed. Exhausted, frustrated. I hear you. I hear you. Here's why I pause. I didn't linger there to force you to answer me because you don't owe me anything. I lingered there because when was the last time somebody asked you how you're doing and they waited on your answer? We turn how you doing and just say, hello, how you doing? Don't tell me because I got my own stuff. I ain't got time. Here's a better question. When was the last time someone asked, how are you? And you felt safe enough to tell them the truth? Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, sister. How are you? I want to give you some language today for how to check in on yourself. Because we have normalized some things that should not be normal. And I want to expose the lies that we've been taught about the requirements of how we show up in the world. So let me share this with you. This is what I call the phases of burning out. And the reason why I call it burning out is because burnout is not just an incident. In August 2019, I had an incident, but I had been burning out for years. And we wait until somebody's out on FMLA. We wait until somebody ends up in the hospital. We wait until somebody passes away. And then we're all looking around like, what happened? They've been burning out for years. So here's how I want you to check on yourself. The first phase of burning out, I call surviving. In surviving, you know your load is heavy. You know you have a lot going on. You really know it's not sustainable. You just don't know how to stop it. You don't know how to change, so you just keep going. In surviving, you feel like you're on the roller coaster, and you really wish somebody would stop the ride just for a minute so you could catch your breath. I'm not trying to run away, but I need a break. Anybody need a break? I need a break. I need a minute. In surviving, when I ask, how are you? The number one answer I get is, I'm fine. How's work? It's fine. How's your family? I said we fine. Everything's fine. We fine. I need you to know fine is a mask word. And it can mean a lot of different things. Fine may mean if I told you, you wouldn't know what to do. So I'm fine. Fine may mean I don't even have the energy to have this conversation with you. So I'm fine. Fine may mean I don't know myself. I just know something's wrong. But I'm fine. If you don't do something different in surviving, then you move from surviving to overwhelm. In overwhelm, it feels like the water level of your life is rising and you are fighting to keep your head above water. So in surviving, you can wear your professional mask very well. Most people, unless they know you intimately, they don't even know you're struggling. Because you look good, you smell good, your hair looks good, you're still doing the to-do list, you're struggling, you're suffering on the inside, but externally you can still hide it. And overwhelm, it starts to tell on you. All of the warning lights and sirens in your nervous system start to go off, trying to get your attention to say, we're not okay, this is not okay, this is not working. But because we don't know what else to do, we just keep going. In overwhelm is where I find people start to isolate. Now, isolation is not, I'm an introvert and I need to get my energy from being alone. Isolation is, I'm hiding from the people who love me the most. You know that text from your best friend that you left on read because you don't even know what to say? You know that sister that keeps checking in because she's got a feeling that something's wrong, but you won't answer her? That's isolation. I need you to know that there's a difference from alone time and isolation. As human beings, we are created as herd beings. That means you need your people. Why do we come to such a beautiful event like this? Because you needed your people today. You need people who understand you. You need people that you can share with, and you don't have to define everything for them, but they get it. When you find yourself hiding away from your herd, that's isolation. If you don't do something different and overwhelm, so you go from surviving to overwhelm to burnout. Now, the World Health Organization calls burnout an occupational phenomenon. But we're not just going to talk about occupational today. I'm not equipped to stand against the WHO, but I came to give you a spoonful of PBJ. Is that all right? I call burnout the involuntary automatic shutdown. Something breaks. And you can't plan it. Burnout is rude. You can't say, now listen, burnout, I'm going to take PTO in 2 weeks. So I need you to go over there in the corner and behave yourself. And then I'm going to go home and fall apart. And nobody will know that I'm going to come back okay. Burnout could care less about your calendar, and it certainly doesn't care about your pride. Burnout shows up for whatever it wants, and it is often what means the most to you. My good friend, Lindsay Ray Perry, she tells how she was just crossing the street one day, going to lunch, collapsed in the middle of the street. When help came, she didn't know her name or where she lived. Doctors still can't tell her what happened to her. That August day, I had never quit anything in my life, including some things and some people I should have quit, friend. I had never quit anything. And that day, I walked away from my entire career. Burnout comes for what means the most to you. Now, let me say this. You may be in this room right now saying, PBJ, I hear you, but I'm good. I hear what you're saying, but I'm all right. Friend, I want you to stay good. I want you to put these strategies and these tools in your pocket just in case you need them later. As a matter of fact, I want you to share them with somebody. Because if you're good, the research shows us that somebody close to you is not. Or you may be saying, PBJ, I don't appreciate you telling all my business in front of all these people. I did not come in here for you to share all of my business. If that's you, friend, I need you to look at me as an example. You can recover. You should not just survive your life. You should not constantly need a break and a vacation from your actual life. What does thriving look like to you? What does that even mean? What would it look like for you to be in a season where you say, I am thriving right now? What feeds your soul? What do you need? What fuels you? What puts a fire in your belly? Where's your joy? I know as nurturers, as caregivers, as parents, as spouses, you're always focused on the needs of others. But I came for your needs today. You deserve better. Look at your neighbor and say, you deserve better. You deserve better. And better is available to you. So let's get to work. Let's get to work. All right. So I got 3 strategies for you. Y'all, it is hot in here, but we're going to make it work. I got 3 strategies for you. They are simple, but it's not easy because it's not what we've been taught. So I want you to repeat them after me because I want to plant them deeply down in your soul. You ready? Yeah. Baggage. Boundaries. Brilliance. Oh, you sound beautiful. One more time. Baggage. Boundaries. Brilliance. Let's start with baggage. What baggage did you walk in here with today? Listen. I'm not even talking about the cute bags. I see some real cute bags around here. I'm talking about the bags we can't see. Woo! What kind of baggage are you carrying? When I ask how are you and people say I'm tired, I know it doesn't mean you need a nap. I know that means you are carrying all your things all at the same time. And we've been taught, society has taught us that you should know how to balance work and life. Anybody heard that? Yeah. You should know how to balance work and life. Well, let's just test it. Anybody want to test it? Let's just test it. Let's see how it works. I need a volunteer, one strong leader. I saw your hand first. Come on, friend. Come join me. I'm going to grab something here. Come join me in the center of the room, right there in front of that table. Yes. What's your name? Sandra. Okay, don't change your mind now. Sandra's looking at me like, what you about to do with that? Okay. Sandra, you represent every leader in this room. I got y'all. You got it. I have no doubt, because we've been taught good leaders know how to balance. Yes, ma'am. Okay. How many of you have a job? Just raise your hand. Yes. Miss Sandra, this is your work weight.
Oh, Jesus is not having it.
Oh, you got it? Okay. How many of you have people that you love and care for outside of work? Family members? Yeah. Can I borrow your bag? Thank you so much. Let me get that one too. Because family can give it to you, baby. Okay. How many of you serve in your community in some way? Coach, mentor, committee in your church? Yeah. I need a bag. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Can I hold that? Yes. Go get that one too. Thank you. How many of you had the nerve to be a student while you work full time? What's wrong with us? Why do we? That's your student bag right there. Okay. Yeah. What about self-care? You're supposed to wake up early, move your body, meal prep, drink water, do all the things, yeah? May I borrow your crossbody? It won't go long. It won't go far, I promise. There you go. May I? We won't take it out of the room, I promise. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to stop. Well, here's one more. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. This is for all the stuff I don't know and didn't call that you know about. I'm going to stop because Miss Sandra didn't sign my disclaimer. Will you just give a nice little van a turn and let the people see?
I need a bag for my grandkids.
Yeah. Now watch this. I need y'all to feel this. Miss Sandra's holding it for us in this moment, but you sitting in that chair holding it. Some of y'all sitting there right now like, wow, I feel like I want to cry, because you need to. Because you carry all your stuff all at the same time. And we've been told this is what we're supposed to do. We've been told that this is good leadership. We've been told that this is success. We've been told that powerful women, so I'm your superwoman, all these things, this is how you do life. And I'm here to tell you they lied. It's not the truth. If there's a leader that you're looking up to, I'm about to tell their business. Y'all ready? Either they have good help or there's a mess you cannot see. And we keep comparing our real lives to other people's highlight reel and feeling like we are not enough. But I'm here to tell you, no person can do this well for a long period of time and be okay. At the very least, if we keep doing this, I promise I'm about to stop. If we keep doing this, either Miss Sandra's going to put something down or something's going to fall. Now, did you raise your hand to come up here and say, I'm going to ruin whatever PBJ is about to do? You didn't come up here.
No, ma'am.
You didn't come to fail.
No, I did not. I'm not a failure.
You didn't show up to fail. You didn't show up to forget the email. You didn't show up to miss the deadline. You thought about the birthday all week long, and the day of the birthday you forgot to call. It's not a lack of love. It's because you are human. You don't sign up to fail. You don't get on the committee to fail. You wouldn't be in this room if you were that type of person. It is because you are human and you carrying all your stuff all at the same time. At the very least, something would fall. And when things fall, there's damage. Unintentional damage. At the worst, Miss Sandra could be hurt. And there are too many of us walking around with a limp right now. And instead of saying, I need help, we'd rather pretend that we're okay. And we start to contort and twist ourselves to cover the injury. And what happens is when you try to accommodate one injury, you're going to cause one on the other side. So this is unfair. It's unsustainable. It's inhumane. Nobody can do it. So here's what we're going to do. I don't know what belongs to who. I know that one's yours. Don't leave me. That was not yours? Okay. We're going to, here, let's put them up here. Let's put them up here and y'all can help us. Y'all can help us. Huh? Hold on to this one. Let's keep that one for a minute. Let's keep that one for a minute. I think this one was yours. Yes. Yes. So what's the answer? Because PBJ, I have these kids now. What you want me to do with them? I have this job now. I have these responsibilities. How are we supposed? This is not about some utopian world where everything is perfect and you never get stressed out. If you find that place, would you invite me? I'd love to come. This is about living in a real world with real stress. How do we do it? I want you to put down everything except one. Put them down. Everything except one. You got it. Come here, Miss Sandra. You choose the priority, watch this, of the moment. Not of the day, not of the week, and certainly not of the month. Priorities change quickly. So you got to learn to give yourself grace to allow your mind to be where your body is. You sitting at work thinking about all the stuff you got to do at home, and then you at home trying to get some rest, thinking about all the things you got to do at work. Practice allowing your mind to be where your body is. Focus in on the priority of the moment. And when it's time to switch, pick up a different one, Miss Sandra. Put that one down. Ain't it cute? Yeah. She's like, I'm picking up a light one because this is too much. You learn how to switch and you don't feel guilty about it. Guilt is unproductive. Can I tell you why you feel guilty? I introduced it a little bit on the panel. The body keeps the score. So if you come from women who were not allowed to rest, if their very lives were threatened, if they even thought about rest, if you come from folks who had to work 3 and 4 jobs just to make the ends meet, it's not just what you saw. There are generations. The research shows us it goes back 4 generations. There are generations you never met that are living in your body. It's called epigenetics. And the trauma that they went through, even though you never saw it, you're not familiar with it, your body knows it because it's in you. So I want you to know that what I'm teaching you today is going to take practice. Somebody say practice. It's going to take practice. Don't be hard on yourself when you try to make the transition and try to get some rest and you feel uncomfortable. You start thinking about all the things you should be doing. I should be, or this isn't right, or this isn't okay. I want you to know it's because that's what's in your body. But here's the good news. You can change those genetics. Not just for you, but for generations to come after you. You can have new practices, new environments, new communities, and you can teach your body that it's okay to rest. But it's going to take practice. Y'all say practice. Give Miss Sandra a hand. I think this one goes over here, and these two ladies there. Thank you so much. So, you got to learn. You got to learn to honor your baggage. You got to learn to put something down. You got to put something down. You cannot do it all well. And it's not because you're weak. It's not because you're not intelligent. It's not because you're not enough. It is because you are human. And you'll find that as you engage in the things that your heart is most closely connected to, you'll have fuel and fire to keep going. So you got to honor your baggage. Say it, baggage. Baggage. Boundaries. Boundaries. Brilliance. We got to talk about your boundaries real quick. Can we talk about your boundaries? Yeah, we got time. We're going to talk about your boundaries. We're treating boundaries like a fad word. We're treating it like just something cute for somebody. I don't know how they do it, but it's something cute. Your boundaries are safety. If you don't protect what means most to you, then what do you expect is going to happen to it? It will break down. It will fall apart. It will be stolen. Because you train people how to treat you. If everybody comes to you when they have a problem, how did they learn that you're the problem solver? If they come to you every time they're broke, how did they learn that you are their supplier? You teach people. I'm not blaming you, but we're going to start living intentionally. You teach people how to treat you. So your boundary is not about controlling another person. It will never control another person. Even people that come for your own loins, you cannot control them. Your boundaries are about setting your own personal limits. Where are you willing to stop? What is the limit for your own health and safety? The only person on this planet you can control is you. So what limits do you need to set so that you can be more healthy and more safe? Your boundaries start with what means the most to you and what are you unwilling to lose? What are you unwilling to lose? I'll tell on myself. When I was in rock bottom burnout, my child is 24 now. I have one baby. She's 24. There was a time where my child felt like my job was so important that she just needed to stay out of my way. I'm running to campus. Somebody had an accident. I'm coming. They're in the ER. I'm coming. They went to jail. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Your students might not go to jail, but mine did. And I remember telling them, I am going to be with you until somebody who loves you shows up. And the one who I loved the most was hoping I would be there when she woke up in the morning. I'm not proud of that, y'all. And I'm grateful for her grace. I have apologized. I had to go back and honor her because I know better now. I didn't know then. I know better now. So instead of just ignoring it, I go to her and say, baby, I'm sorry for what I did and didn't do out of ignorance. And how can I support you to do better? Because she's 24. And now I see. I can see the impacts of what I taught her. It's not about mom guilt, parent guilt. It's about if I had it to do all over again, I would intentionally do it differently. I would make sure my child saw me choose her over the work on a regular basis. No, I don't have to answer that. Somebody will take care of it. No, I'm not going to check my email on vacation. This is about you. No, I'm not going to leave your chorus recital because somebody else's child needs something. I'm here with my child. Y'all do it till I get there. And I would have intentionally allowed her to see me choose me every now and then. What are you unwilling to lose? Here's what we're going to do. Y'all, I'm losing nails and everything. I hope y'all getting something out of here because I'm paying, okay? I'm paying. My goodness. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. And it's going to be real quick, so I want you to turn to one neighbor. Somebody say, one neighbor.
One neighbor.
And I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to share with that neighbor what is one limit you need to set. What is one limit? Maybe it's in relationships. That you're not going to allow somebody to disrespect you in a relationship. That you will leave that relationship if it's not good for you. Maybe it's counseling. I had to go to therapy. I set a boundary. I will always have a therapeutic relationship now. Because I understand taking care of everybody else, somebody got to take care of me. Maybe it's a time you need to cut off the email. What is one limit you need to set? 2 minutes. Talk to your friend.